The mask comes off. Anna's discovery shakes Port Charles to its core. For weeks, Anna Devane had lived with a question that refused to leave her mind. Who did this to her, and why? The memory came in fragments, a familiar voice, a sense of trust, then darkness. No matter how hard she tried, the details slipped through her fingers like smoke. But Anna was not a woman who accepted unanswered questions. She never had been. And now she was closer than ever to the truth. It began with a detail no one else noticed. While reviewing old security footage late one night at the PCPD, Anna froze the screen. The image was grainy, barely visible, but something about the figure in the corner made her heart pound. The posture, the way the person stood, waiting, confident, calm, unafraid. This wasn't random. This was planned. Anna leaned back in her chair, memories clicking into place. Whoever had lured her into that nightmare hadn't used force. They had used familiarity, trust. Someone who knew her routines, someone who understood how her mind worked. Someone close. As the realization settled in, Anna felt a chill run through her. The danger wasn't behind her. It was still very much alive in Port Charles. Across town, Valentin Casadine sensed something was wrong. Anna had been distant, guarded in a way that worried him. When he finally confronted her, she didn't deny it. "I know who it is," Anna said quietly. Valentin stiffened. "You're sure?" "I'm sure enough to know this changes everything." Anna didn't tell him the name yet. Saying it out loud felt dangerous, like giving the truth power before she was ready to control it. Instead, she decided to test her theory. Anna arranged a meeting, pretending she needed help with an unrelated investigation. She watched closely as the person arrived, smiling easily, offering support. Every gesture confirmed her suspicions. The careful tone, the subtle deflection when certain questions arose. By the end of the conversation, Anna's heart was racing. It was them. The betrayal cut deeper than she expected. That night, Anna stood alone in her apartment, piecing together the final puzzle. She replayed conversations from the past, moments that once seemed harmless. The warning signs had been there all along, hidden in plain sight. The next move had to be perfect. If she confronted them too soon, she risked losing the truth forever. If she waited too long, she might never get another chance. So Anna did what she did best. She set a trap. Using her contacts, Anna leaked false information, just enough to draw a reaction. And it worked. Within hours, she noticed subtle shifts. Phone calls stopped, meetings were canceled. Someone was watching her again. The hunter had become the hunted. Meanwhile, rumors began circulating through Port Charles. People sensed tension building, even if they didn't know why. Laura Collins grew concerned. Robert Scorpio noticed Anna taking unusual precautions. Jason Morgan quietly increased security around her, just in case. No one knew the storm that was coming. The confrontation happened in the least expected place. A quiet public space, neutral ground, somewhere the person felt safe. Anna arrived first, calm on the surface, calculating beneath. When they appeared, she didn't waste time. "You knew exactly what you were doing," Anna said, her voice steady. The smile faltered. "I don't know what you're talking about," the person replied. Anna leaned in. "You chose the time, you chose the place, and you chose me because you thought I wouldn't suspect you." Silence hung between them. Then the mask finally slipped. Their expression hardened, eyes flashing with something Anna hadn't seen before. Resentment. "You always were too smart for your own good," they said coldly. The truth hit like a thunderclap. This wasn't about power or money. This was personal. Years of jealousy, old wounds that never healed, a belief that Anna had taken something that didn't belong to them, respect, loyalty,
a life that should have been theirs. "You wanted me to disappear so you could take my place," Anna said. The person didn't deny it. "You never noticed me," they snapped. "You were always the hero, the one everyone trusted." Anna felt a surge of anger, but also sadness. This wasn't just betrayal, it was tragedy born from obsession. Before Anna could respond, the situation escalated. A sudden movement, a raised voice, passers-by began to stare. The person realized they had said too much. They turned to leave. Anna acted fast. She signaled Jason, who had been watching from a distance. Within moments, the exit was blocked. Panic flickered across the person's face as they realized the game was over. Or so Anna thought, because that's when the final twist emerged. "You think this ends with me," the person said quietly. Anna's blood ran cold. "What plan?" she demanded. But the answer never came. Sirens echoed in the distance as authorities arrived. The person was taken away, still wearing that unsettling smile, a smile that promised this story was far from finished. In the days that followed, Port Charles buzzed with speculation. News spread fast, though details remained scarce. Anna kept much of the truth to herself, knowing how dangerous it could be if the wrong people learned too much. Valentin stood by her, shaken by how close the threat had been. Robert blamed himself for not seeing it sooner. Laura warned that old enemies might resurface now that secrets were exposed. And Anna? She refused to let fear win. Though the immediate danger had passed, Anna understood something crucial. The event wasn't an ending, it was a warning. Someone else had been pulling strings from the shadows, using resentment as a weapon. And now they knew Anna was on to them. Late one evening, Anna stood on the pier, staring out at the water. The city lights reflected back at her, fractured but beautiful. She had survived worse than this. She always had. But this time, the enemy wore a familiar face, and that made all the difference. The mask had come off, yet the game in Port Charles was only beginning.